Alright, you've got your PCB. So you've got the dip switches. You do commissioning and all that. Commissioning sheets located on the inside. So all our appliances will be infinity range. All commissioning sheets. Alright, so obviously gas comes in, the gas control, the so your modulating valves here, right, especially with the LPG in there, you get a lot of wax and all that built up in there. Sometimes if you've gone away on holiday, it does tend to stick. So what we normally tend to do is isolate the incoming water supply, turn a hot tap on inside, come back out here, switch it on. Just like a little tap. You should free up the diaphragm, just to free it up. Yep. Okay. So obviously you've got the manifold, passes the gas in. Then you've got your flame rods, your electrode, combustion fan that came at the back. So just with the guys who were in here, the flow servo, the turbine, I was saying before, so it drives the whole system. Right, so if you're getting nothing here, if you've got a temperature controller, you find you're getting no fault on the temperature controller, like no number flashing, and chances are it's the turbine.
Yep.
Okay? Also, with the mixers and all that, sometimes you can switch them off, they tend to backfeed in. You would have picked this up out in the field and all that. That'll also confuse the turbine as well. Right, so you can too much restriction both ends.
Oh, yeah.
So it's saying,
Too much cold
don't know whether to be on or off. So
Yeah.
and basically it just goes off. Now some of the models, they do have a digital display, which is quite handy, so they will give you an error code. Alright, so the water coming in. So what we've got here is we've got our water servo and all that here. Right? And then we've got our bypass. The bypass is tempering valve. It just tempers the water down to whatever set temperature it is. Okay?
Cold for a bit.
Right? There's the combustion fan. So how I said about the flame rods and the electrode. Now, when you're servicing them, and the packing tends to go, you will have to replace that packing, because if you don't, it does interrupt with the ref circuit and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Sort of a short
Yeah, that's right.
on the flame rod circuit.
Yep.
Has that got 2 flame rods?
Yes, it is. Okay. So on this, because of the condensing boiler, there's a vessel there to collect the condensate. Now, what we have found is guys not running the pipe and all that, so the bung's still on. Right, okay, so it fills up, you get an error code, customer rings up, it'll be like a 25. Drop that down, it drains it all out. It's all in the instructions anyway.
Yeah.
Like Vaughan was saying, a lot of the faults is always installation faults. Yeah, always installation faults. So just some of the ones I've gone out to. So a lot of power failures. So either the breaker's gone, people are just not aware of it. Well, moisture in the socket.
Oh, yeah.
Moisture in the socket. Right, so don't always think there's a problem with the unit. Because 9 times out of 10 it's either power, gas or water.
Yeah.
Especially if it's pump fed as well. Okay, also, so you've got your thermistors, right? So this will read what's the actual thermistor coming out, right? And that'll sense the other thermistor down here, sorry.
Yeah.
Sense the actual temperature being delivered.
Temperature.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. So when commissioning it, there's your gas test point. You commission it, not on the underside. So these yellow leads here, that's all a frost kit. So basically if the water gets below 5 degrees, then those will switch on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So it just runs power like a heat trace.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then we've got a thermal fuse here. So if there's a fire in the system here, right, those will pop, will shut the whole system down.
Yeah.
Okay. Another common fault we normally do get as well, sometimes you might get the odd wire like this, put the front panel on.
The jam up the wires.
Yeah,
And
causes a
break.
short.
Yeah.
One of the other guys mentioned, Damien mentioned, so you've got a filter on your gas line, right? So it's incorporated just below here. Easy way to get to it is just pop that down. It's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Got your filter here for the water inlet. Right. Black one there. And then you've got like a pressure relief here. So if it exceeds like 1,000, 2,000 kPa, it'll just relieve.
Oh, yeah.
Also, so when you're connecting up controllers in there as well, this is a real common fault. So that'll just pop down. You see this black lead here that runs to the PCB? That one there?
Yeah.
So what they've found when a lot of Sparkies, after they've finished connecting it all up, they shove that up. This does get wedged up in between here as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you find you get nothing working as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I'm not too sure whether all these are where, but obviously dial plate's always located on the left-hand side. We do natural gas, LPG, can convert these models. Pretty much it, especially with the flowing. So obviously if you're going like 1.5, right? If it's not a condensing boiler one, then you'll need to run a condensate, okay? And there'll be little switches and all that. Say, flip this switch with
Yeah.
a certain width.
You set it for that
Yeah, that's right.
specific flow, extended flow. Or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Now the top bank, one thing, that's for temperatures. Never touch the bottom bank. Bottom bank's just gas type in it and a model setting. And that's the basics of it.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, always installation faults.